One of the most far reaching effects of having a narcissistic parent is feeling not good enough, a chronic feeling of not good enough, to the extent that it's hard to put yourself out there and meet new people in terms of going after what you want with your career, in terms of even becoming a workaholic because achievement is something that you feel very, very driven by, and it's due to this chronic feeling of not good enough, perfectionism. And growing up with a narcissistic parent can lead to perfectionism and that feeling of never being good enough. And so today I want to talk a little bit more about what to do with that shame, noticing it happening in your life, different ways that shame is showing up and ways that it's holding you back, and recognizing that really the best revenge against someone who has victimized you because of narcissistic abuse is healing and doing well with your life. And if you're out here living your best life, and if you're out here making things happen for yourself and you're doing really well, to me, that's the best revenge, because maybe you didn't realize just how amazing you are because you were constantly being told that you weren't good enough. So if that's true, then take a look at that, maybe seek out professional help, maybe think about doing it anyway, even though you lack confidence, even though you may not feel good enough, even if you have imposter syndrome. Working on that, working on not bullying yourself because you're so used to being bullied that you can bully yourself too. Remember that when we feel an emotion, it's a human tendency to want to feed that emotion. And if you grew up in a narcissistic home and you grew up feeling like you weren't good enough, then you may have a tendency to be really hard on yourself and be perfectionistic. So if that applies to you, I would first ask you to just notice it happening and notice how you're talking to yourself. Are you being really critical of yourself? And if so, making that boundary with yourself, refuse to bully yourself. It's time to heal. It's time to treat yourself with that love and compassion and being your own biggest fan.